Evening all, and welcome back to episode 15 of season 7 of Factory Town, where we are gonna start moving things over to our houses over here. Now we built this last episode. It's very I did say a lot that I'm not very good at making things look good, and then did this, but it didn't. Sorry, my chair's very creaky. I made this logically. I made it so that it basically the houses fit to the dimensions that I have, and trying to squeeze in as much space there, and then just made everyone exactly the same size, and it just came out looking like that. So I suppose there is, you know, it looks good because it's functional. That's how my brain works for it. But anyway, we're going to start transferring things over. So what I want to do is I want to move this in by one. We're going to have a 2 gap between them, so there's space there, and also actually this train is going to probably be out there, I think, like this. Yeah, like that. There we go. Because we're going to have another one as well. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. I've been doing the wrong things. We're going to have two stations here. We're going to use one right now because we've only got one for the food, but we will have 2, so I'm just going to put 2 there. There's going to be 2 on each side doing what it's doing. The only drawback I can see is that this has got 10, 11, which means we've got 8, 9, 10, 11. 16, 17, there's 18 yellow coin recipes. That's annoying. Yeah. Apart from the cake, there's another 18. If there was 16, that'd work because we have yellow coins and blue coins. But I think we're just gonna do, like, this one's gonna be food, this one's gonna be general goods, this one's gonna be gourmet, that one's gonna be medicine, and that one's gonna be wherever we do the other one. I think actually we might do the 4 outside ones: the medicine, specialty goods, general goods, and basic food. And the gourmet stuff we'll put in sort of wherever, because the gourmet stuff all goes to the central building, so it can be from any station really. So wherever we've got space for it, I think that's where we'll squeeze it in, and then that should work. How many actual happiness things were there? I did figure this out and I've forgotten it now. Wasn't there 10, 20, 30, because that counts that, 40, 51. 51, bring up my wonderful trusty calculator. 51 divided by 8 is only 6.3 stations. So we're going to have 8 stations. So yeah, we can spread it around. We can spread it around and share and be joyous and be happy, and everything can be awesome. But let's start with what we've got rather than trying to aim for the top. Let's start with what we got and see what we can do. So I'm going to flatten the ground a little bit over here because I need some space for the rails to go in, and I don't quite know how I'm going to do this yet. I think the rails are just going to sort of go in any old how and look a bit messy, but that's fine. That's not a problem. What we are going to do is we're going to stop everything here. Let me pause the game. We are going to stop supplying everything here. So farm, you are going to stop working, and that will cut off everything for here. That'll be fine. You really want to output into a barn. That would make so much more sense, so that we can pick stuff up. We might have like caravans and things picking stuff up from inside places, because getting a train to come in here would be a real pain, whereas having the train, say, like here, and then picking stuff up and dropping it off at the train, and then having the train go backwards and forwards, that'd be fine. And then the train can go off down here and along here, you know, wherever we need it to go, and then we can do something down here with other bits and pieces. So, but that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So, we're going to stop. because you're going to sell the rest of your goods. You're going to do the same. You are going to stop. You're going to do the same. You are going to stop. You're going to do the same. Stop. And you're going to just use up all the grain. And we're good. We're good. Okay. And you sell more. Couldn't sell them all. Okay. Then we're going to move all these houses up to the town. And sort of take it from there. This is all going to be kind of demolished, this whole area here. We might dedicate this to something else. We could kind of do food production here, I suppose. We could take this farm down here and do like a bread island or sandwich island. Sandwich island seems, doesn't it? Does sandwich island seem like a idea? What I know. So bread's the highest one there, but you need bread and something else to make sandwiches. Sandwiches are there, so I think we'll make this bread island with the opportunity of having more, because we need to figure out how much it is to run the 25 houses here, so we get our happiness to 100% with bread, with grains. Grains? Yeah, grains. So we'll get 100% happiness with bread. And then once we've done that, we can figure out what we need to expand, because we need 4 of these. So we need to go, okay, if it takes X number of kitchens to supply enough there, I think we know it's going to take 2 kitchens to supply 25 houses. Then we know that we need 2 kitchens per segment, so we need 8 kitchens, which means we need enough grain to make 8 kitchens worth and enough grain mills to make that, and it's all going to be exciting to try and figure out exactly what we need. Okay, would you be so kind as to sell the rest of your goods? Thank you. And then we're done. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right. Yank. Just press tab, grab all of those and bring them all over in one go. They can live here for a moment. There we go. And then we're going to put them all in their new locations. Say hello to your new neighbours. I hope you're all going to get along. Oh. I think so long as that little range on the outside of them, see they have the highlighted area, as long as that touches a path, it's fine. So houses can be facing opposite directions. You could have one facing that way, and that would still work. I'm just going to face them all towards the path that I've put down for them, because that makes sense. I was going to say, did I miscount this? Sure I didn't. Yeah, there we go. So that's all there, and then we have 1 house spare. That makes sense. We have 1 house spare. Now, where the 1 house is going to live, I do not know. I'm thinking of just putting it here. And doesn't really look right, but we've got to have 1 extra house here somewhere, so you can live there. Or hold on, let's have a quick look. See, what if I did there? Wouldn't work either, would it? In there, you don't reach that one. No. Okay. So yeah, no, it needs to be in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll put it in there. So it's just 1 house that's out, but you can't divide 25 by 4. It simply doesn't work. So we've got to have 1 house spare somewhere. So that's fine. That's fine. We'll just put it in there. You can live there for a moment. That's fine. And then every house is getting connected. See, every house, when you answer it, they all say 25. Each have one of them 25, which is awesome. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. Cool. So let's tear this down. longer required. And these are no longer required either. So, boom, 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 boom. Don't need those. Right. So if we're going to change this to Bread Island, that's going to be fine. That's not going to be difficult to do. Would all of you be so kind as to go over here somewhere? Just out the way for a minute. So, if we had, let's say, right, so I can't move that because that's a thing, but we can move this barn somewhere else. We can move this barn out the way, and then here we could put a station, and that station would be a station for all these things here. So we've got multiple things here, like we've got some food, we've got some I mean, that's gourmet. We're going to have some bread, we're going to have some cloth. So that's fine. So we'll have a station there to pick up goods from here, this area here, and I suppose we could also pick up some stuff from here as well. Put it all in here. And then we could, oh, and over here. So yeah, we'll bring everything down to this location here. So we'll get rid of these trees, like so. We'll flatten down the terrain a little bit over here. In fact, I want to flatten down the terrain around here as well, because we want to probably run a path down there. Means we want to move this a little bit. Like that. Then we're going to have a path run along there like that. So I'm going to get rid of that one coal. Yep. Those trees. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. So we get a station. Put the station there. That'll do. This really needs to be moved out of the way because it's not going to be. It's going to be in the way. We can put it all in the. Let's just put it all in the base. Do that. Put it all in the base for a minute. That's fine. You can go. I kind of don't want to go because animal feeding you. But you will move over here, I think. And then we're going to put in some rails, and we're going to go over the water. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to move this river. Which is not normally something I do. I normally just build on top of things, but I kind of want to keep the river. I like the river. We're going to move it. Going to make it a little bit tighter. Then we're going to do something like this. I'm just using the flatten tool. So it is using up lots of our red coins. It's fine. That's fine. And then in tools there is a smooth, I believe. Wasn't there a smooth? Cursor smooth down. Oh. Can't afford. Oh, we've used up all the red coins. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I did not know that cost so much money. Oops. Okay. Okay, that was a mistake. So we need to work on our red coins desperately. Hopefully I don't need any red coins to build things, otherwise that's going to really mess me up, but should have planned it first. Right, so let's do the rails. So the simplest way is to do this. Run a rail along up there, down here, back again, and then back again this way. Let's remove that, and boom, there we go. That's the simplest way, and then we'd have one train that would travel along and do things. I would like to flatten this out, but I have no money, so we can't do that right now. And that would drop off goods into these two here. Now, as I said, we really want a loop around the outside of this place. That would be the best way of doing it. Move these paths over here. Yeah, we ideally would like a loop coming around the whole place, going out, going that way. That would work really well. And then we send trains off in whatever direction we're going to send them to, depending on what is what. So we'd have a filter system that basically goes, whatever's in here is on this rail. This rail is whatever's here. And trains don't run into each other, they just stop. So you haven't got to worry about them. But they'll come up, they'll pick up their goods, they'll come down, and then they'll join like the... I suppose the orbital is the best way to point it out. Is it will be a loop that goes all the way around, and then when they come to their junction, they'll go, "Hey, I've got this, so I'll come. I've got, say, bread, so I'll come off the bread one, come to this station and drop bread off, and then I'll come off, join this one, and then I'll rejoin the loop, and they'll go all the way around the loop, and we'll have it a one-way system because it makes more sense. And they go all the way around the loop, and then if they come down here, for instance, they'll go, "Hey, if I'm whatever we're going to have here, general goods, I will come off the loop, stop at general goods, drop my stuff off, and then come back and then go back onto the loop again. And then from that loop, you can have trains join from anywhere, and all you have to do is set the filters correct. And we can do the filters either with tags or with actual items. Because you can multiple tag things. This is something I didn't point out in the previous one. Previous episode when I was explaining stuff, and I forgot about it. Let me do this. There we go. So, we also need to put water, and I was going to say food and water. Food? Trains don't need food. Let's put a well down. I don't know where we're going to have. Well, I think we'll probably have well stops like on the loop, because that makes sense wherever the trains go to, but we'll figure it out. So we've got water there. That don't want to be a minecart loader. That wants to be a fuel loader. Boom. And then we want to have trees or coal. We got coal over here. It doesn't matter. Trains can travel around without it. Doesn't matter. This is just an example here. So, steam locomotives cost red coins. No, I have made a mistake. I have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Pause the game. Damn it. I need to be selling stuff, and I don't have any locomotives to do it. Can't use minecarts because we're going to be going up and downhill here. Damn it. Oh, foolish. Damn. Right. Okay. So we need to sell to this general store here and get some red coins. I also need to figure out where the red coins are being used and tell them to stop. So coins, red, none, because none's been used in the last few minutes, and because none have been used in the last few minutes, you can't tell where they've been used, which is annoying. Right. So they're being used there. Let's stop that. They're not being used there. Is it just the coal or the iron mine, I should say? I don't think anything else is using red coins, is it? I suppose the only way to find out is really to get some stuff going. So right, wagon out of the way. Caravans. I was going to tell them all to do it. There's no point telling them all to do it because you deliver to there. You have no road. You're going to have to go along here all the way around there because that's all blocked off. Because I'm an idiot and didn't think things through. We can change that. We can change this. We have the power. We have the technology. I bet there's people absolutely screaming, going, "No, you need red coins for this," and I've just like a foolish carpenter managed to mess it all up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Right, and then we'll grab a stone. Hopefully I have enough stone for this. And does removing resources cost money? It costs yellow coins. That's fine. We'll plug you in there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Really, I want to move that back one, but I can't because it's full and it's never going to empty because I'm keeping all the wood in it. But this is only a temporary stopgap. Go. There is. Stop that again. Actually want to bring that out by one before it goes down. There we go. So there's enough gap under there for a second caravan to get through if it needs to. Because I'm going to have two caravans doing this because I think, although that uses... yeah, I think we will definitely have a second caravan delivering stuff for the moment. I should also get a caravan delivering the wooden planks because they give us lots of money, don't they? So, yeah. So, boom, you deliver, next one, go. Yep. Now, unfortunately, you only sell 20 a go, which means the caravan technically is obviously, because it's only does 20, it's bringing stuff back, which is not ideal. But I can't really do a great deal about that. Boom. Hopefully that pathing works well. I have had issues in the past, these previous versions and maps on that were made on previous versions, where pathing from a long distance works fine. When you quit and reload the game, the caravans drive off somewhere completely different, and it was really strange. But I do know, looking at the latest Discord stuff, that pathing is something that's going to be looked at in the next next major patch. Because apparently it's not ideal. But hey ho, you do what you can. You do what you can. Right, production. Here we go. So we are making coins. We are not selling any coins. Selling any coins? We're not selling coins. Yeah, you don't sell coins. We are making coins. Okay. Right, steam locomotive. So we have a steam locomotive on here, and we say go, and he'll drive around, and he will never go up here. Never go up here. That's fine. So we then get a logic block, and we get the. I want the sorter because I want to make sure trains that need the things go up there. Now the problem to that is that means that if this is a giant loop, if a train comes here and gets stuck, it will block the whole loop. So no, maybe we want the pusher. Remember, the sorter is the one that forces trains to go, and if they can't go that way, it just stops them. The pusher makes them go that way, and if there's no space, it just say, hey, carry on. So if they want to carry on, they can just go around the loop again. Not a problem. So you got there, and you'll go around. You're going to travel at really low speed because I haven't actually got any fuel for you. But that's fine. That's fine. And he'll go up there because that's filtered to nothing, and he's filtered to nothing. So if we filter this to wood, say go. Now he won't go up there because he's not wood, as you know. And if we filter him to wood, that's fine. But let's say we actually want to filter him to bread, because we're going to be making bread up there. So he's a bread train. You can, in the pusher, in the filters, you can select multiple filters. So if we say, let's pause the game. Let's pause the game for a moment. Let's see here. What are we going to have here? Well, we're going to have bread. We know that for a fact. We're going to have veggie stew. We are going to have shirts. We're going to have reinforced planks. Is that the four things we were selling? It is if it was. So let me filter this train with this this train station with going along bread. Veggie stew, shirts, and wooden planks is at the top, isn't it? No, it's not. These have all been reordered. Reinforced planks. There we go. So they're the things that they're going to go there. And I'm going to turn off the other ones just for the time being because I don't want to overfill this place. So everything will filter from wherever we're making it into this station. So what we want to do then is, and I don't know if this works. Let me give it a quick try. It does not work. Okay. Nope, ignore what I was just trying there. I wonder if you could copy filters, but you can't. So what we want to do here then is we want... Now, if you click bread, and then you go, okay, well, I've got bread. Now I also want veggie stew. And click veggie stew. It changes. Changes between the two. You can either right-click on the next filter and go include. That will add it. You also see when you right-click on them, you've got exclude, which means that if this train is does have the filter of veggie stew, never go up here. Never. So if it has any veggie stew on it, never go up here. It can be useful. Require means that it must have this filter. It must have something on it. So either it must be filtered or it must have some items in it. So if you had a train that wasn't filtered and was just picking up stuff from a station, and say it picked up wood and coal, and you had one offshoot for wood and one offshoot for coal, well, you could say requires wood or requires coal. And if the train went by and goes, oh, I didn't get any coal, there wasn't any available, so I didn't get any, it won't go down that line, it will just carry on, it'll ignore it. So that's quite useful for that. The other way you can do this as well is you can just hold shift. You hold down shift, and then you click the next one, and then you click the next one, and you see, and it tags them. And you can tag, I think, as many as you like. So there we go. Now that has 4 tags. Let's change you to be, rather than bread, which is the first one, let's change you to be wooden reinforced planks. Okay. And then you'll see when the train gets around there, because he's really slow. Let's pick him up. Go faster. Yeah. He will now go, hey, I'm that filter, so I'll go up here. Awesome. They do still go uphill, they're just extremely slow when they haven't got any fuel. So yeah, so if he matches any of those tags there, that's fine. But the tags also apply to carriages. So if I bring him back here and I remove this, and then I go, hey, I want to add we'll add 2 box carts. 2 box carts on here, okay? And we'll have no filter on the train. No filter on the train. But we have item filter, we'll say carrots just as a random thing, and then the next one is going to be bread. Yeah, we know that's bread. The pusher only has 1 icon on it. It shows whatever the first icon is. So just bear that in mind. But he will now actually go up there because his second carriage is bread, and that matches the filter list. So that works. So you can do it via carriages as well. When the locomotive hits the pusher, it will check all the carriages. It will check what they're filtered to and what their contents are. So if they're filtered, as I explained last time, to bread, and it somehow has a lump of coal in there, through whatever reason, it will go down the coal route. So just bear that in mind. It won't pick up any more coal because the filter stops it picking up anymore, but it will go down there. It can be useful if you change a cart from, say, we don't want bread anymore, we want, well, shirts is going to be a good one here. Because if we go to general goods, oh no, shirts is done, but say we were selling flour. Rather than set up a new carriage, we could change flour to bread and change the filter, but it could still have the filter for grains coming down. So it would still come down the flour route to drop off the flour, it just wouldn't pick any more up. That's always quite useful. You actually need 4 carts. It goes the wrong way, that's fine. The carriages can ignore... Oh, excuse me. Carriages can ignore the rules for stuff when they're attached to a locomotive. Providing the locomotive goes the right direction, they'll turn with it. Don't worry about that. It's not a bug. It's a feature to make sure that carriages don't get stuck when the train goes wrong. There is also, I don't know whether it will do it for me. No. Sometimes you'll move a locomotive and the carriages will stay where they are when the game is paused. When you unpause the game, the carriages will just fling across the map to the back of the locomotive. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it's fine. It's not a problem. So let's filter these properly. So we're going bread. The next one is going. You can't well, actually, you can multi-filter them, but they can only pick up 1 item at a time, so it's not worth doing. Bread, shirts. Nope. No, hang on. Right. Bread. Veggie stew. The order doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm putting it in order. It doesn't matter. I think it's just easier for me. If it's in order, might be the same for you as well. If it's in order, then you can just go, right, so what's here? So we've got bread, veggie stew, shirts, and reinforced plank. And you come in and just go bread, veggie stew, shirts, reinforced planks. Yep, okay, it's all in order. That's fine. So it's all in the same order. That makes sense. So that'll do that there. We do need a way to get coal over here somewhere. So I think we'll build another silo and remove the minecart loader and put a fuel loader in instead. Must remember that. Must be a fuel loader. They look the same. The minecart loaders and fuel loaders have the same icon, and the stations have the same icon. Would be nice if it could have a fuel icon, I suppose. That'd be nice. Another thing I need to suggest, and I forgot about it, is I'd love for the trains to not use water. And the reason for that is that if you filter water on one of these pushers, every locomotive will go down the line because they take water. Kind of wish that instead of being water, it would have coolant. It would convert it. Like it converts coal directly into fuel. Coal becomes a fuel source. If you had coolant instead, then it would just help the trains go. Might have to suggest that. We'll do that after recording. We are pretty much at the mark now, but I just want to get this going. So yeah, so that train's going to do its thing there, and I just need to I'm going to steal the coal from here. Oh, wrong one. Doop 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 doop. Nope, I thought they did. I thought they went uphill. That was weird. Interesting. Now we have a bit of money. Let's flatten down this here. We don't actually need this path anymore. Now we've got the train going, but fine. So you to there. There we go. Now, steam trains, even though they look very tall, they can actually fit under one gaps, just like wagons and caravans and stuff can. So that's fine. That'll work. Again, that's only temporary, just to get this barn, this silo full, and then we'll sort something else out later. A more permanent date. Just want to get this going. So okay, so that's that there. So now we want to build the loop, don't we? So I'm going to get rid of these carrots. Even though there's affinity for carrots there, we're going to get rid of them because. And then we're going to run track across here. Now we're not really delivering anything elsewhere at the moment, so I might temporarily just drop everything in these and have them filter out from these just for the moment, mainly because I don't really have the money to go around flattening and removing everything I need to do around here. We're gonna have to go around that, but that's fine. That's fine. We want to go much wider anyway because the loop needs to be way bigger than what it is. But I just want to show you how I do this. So this is going to be our loop, which is teeny tiny. That's fine. Let's remove those there. Oh, something else as well. If you run tracks past buildings, it will auto input stuff. It will auto set up stations, unload types, unless you are going around the front of the building. In which case, it will auto put a unload station there. So just bear that in mind. It can sometimes, rather than having to do each individual run, it can be a damn sight easier to just grab the track and run over the top of it again, and it auto fills them in. Nice and useful. So you go down there, and then you will rejoin there. Okay. So that's going to be our system, and then I want to have the pusher there. And let's just, for argument's sake, just say I want. We've got one train that's doing 4 things at the moment, so really it can go wherever it needs to go to. And ideally, because this track would go all the way around and then come back again, you should have it come off the track, like right here somewhere, and then join, and then rejoin the track so it goes around. That way it can drop off the bread here, it can drop off the shirts here, we can drop off the next one. We'll figure that out. This would all be moved. This is just a setup to get it working. And sort of a proof of concept. So this is going to be all the food item stuff. So I'm going to go with bread, and anything else that would be sold here would be sold here. So we have to go through the filters and go. So we want bread, we want fish, we want cooked beef, we want any one of those, dragon punch, butter, eggs, cooked chicken, apples, pears, or berries. Dragon fruit is better than cactus fruit, and milk. So we want each one of those set up. So that would be the whole thing here, and then the whole thing, and this one would be. This will do 8 of them. That'll do another 3 of them. Might spread it out between the 2, but whatever. You know what I mean? That's how we're doing stuff. And then we'll have the wagons or the caravans pick up from this, go down and deliver to there, and then they pick up shirts from this one because that's technically the next one. They'll pick up shirts from there, and that will deliver to the general store, which should now really be on the other side. So the general store should be there because we're going anti-clockwise. Is that right? Just go anti-clockwise. Don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of driving on the right, which is ironic considering I'm from England and we drive on the left. So that might change. I might do that. I think just yeah, we're going anti-clockwise. It's fine. It doesn't matter. And then we'll go clockwise in here, just to confuse people. Yeah, that seems good to me. And then this one will be the apothecary, and then this one will be the specialty goods, and then whatever one will be the centre one because the centre one's fine. Okay, so this would come round, go down here, come along here, go up here. So come down here, you join the track, you then come off the track to this station or that station. You might have to join the track at a different place because that's not going to work. And then once you've gone all the way around, you'll come back up here again and do what you're doing. And then off the track, as I said, we'd have something over here which can have its own filter, and it will come along and just go, hey, I'm that train, I'll go off here, pick up the goods, come back, go down. And that's how it'll work. That's how it'll work. And then what we might do is we might signal tag the trains with, say, like town number 1, whatever we'll name this town. And then we'll have another town somewhere else doing that. So then the trains can come back and actually pick up stuff from here and then come along and go, well, hey, if I'm town number 2, I don't want to be going down this track to town number 1. I want to be coming off and going that way to town number 2 instead. But I still need to come back to here to pick up the goods because that's how it works. And this might become more industrial area as well. We might have dedicated stations for each thing. So we might just have a veggie stew station and expand this out, and then have a dedicated shirt station and expand this out, and so on and so forth. Right now I've just been building stuff on a minor scale to get things going. So yeah, that's going to work. That pusher can push him down here, and he's going to drop off bread into here. So it will all work absolutely fine. And then I just need to change these up. It's nice that they actually follow the roundabouts. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Right, so you can stop. Also, you can stop. And then you can stop as well. And then, because we'll be on a train. We'll be a train. So the train has picked up nothing because there's nothing on the train yet, which is fine. So that's what these need to do. These need to drop off goods into where they're going to. All 3 of you need to come up to here. You aren't doing anything. I don't know what you were for. You were for bread, so you're going to go. Right. And you can go too. Boom. We're going to use caravans for all this. Okay. And our train's picked up some fuel and is doing its thing now. And it would have got pushed down here because I haven't actually set the filters up on this pusher yet. Because really what I want to do, I can't explain. I need to show you as I'm doing it, although I have tried to explain. So, but yeah, I think we're just going to dump everything into this one place here first. So what I can do then is I can just come up here. If I control and C that, you'll see little particles appear around it. That means I've copied the contents. And if I control and paste down here, that will have pasted the contents, which means there we go. We have exactly the same filter. Job done. Everyone is happy. And then we'll just remove this station here because we don't need to stop here. So yeah, there we go. So now that station is exactly the same as this station. Not ideal, not what we want. We obviously want things going elsewhere, but right now I just want to drop it all off. Okay. Doop. So, and all 3 of you just drop off your goods in there. Get on with it. Drop off, drop off. Drop off, thank you. Right, so you bring shirts to here. You bring that to there. I never put a barn down for that. That was a mistake. You bring that to there. So we've got 3 things going. Awesome. And our place will start filling up. It can hold 200 a go, which is fine because our wagons hold 50 a go. So that means there'll always be stuff in storage added on. See the train stops there, picks up the goods. There we go. It's picked up 50 shirts. It'll come down here now. It's going to drop off 50 shirts in there, which is awesome. We are then going to stop time, and we're going to build 3 wagons. Now the first wagon is actually going to be filtered with our food stuff. So you are going to do bread. Veggie stew is sold at the gourmet place, so that's not really what we want. So you're going to be just bread. Okay, and then I can't turn off the other ones. That's interesting. So you're going to be bread, and I'm just going to filter them to something else. Gears, armor, something it won't get. Something it won't get. You are going to be filtered to shirts and reinforced planks. Gears and gears, that's fine. And you are going to be filtered, not that one, filtered to veggie stew. And you won't get any other stews, but I'm going to put them in there because whatever. So that's the idea. That's the principle. You'd filter the wagons with the caravans with whatever is needed, and you'll go, hey, would you deliver everything to there? Because you're just a food one. And would you deliver everything to the general store? Because you're a general store one. And would you deliver everything to the gourmet? Because you're a gourmet one. And then they'll come along here and they'll park up and they'll wait for some goods. Wow. Okay. And our shirt guy started moving because he actually had some shirts. So he's picked up shirts, he's dropped off shirts, he's selling them. That guy's selling them now. That's awesome. And he's going to come up, going to pick up some more. He's going to go. I don't know why that is showing all those filters. That's a bit strange. Oh, I think he's waiting for goods. You're the same as well. Oh, hold on. I see what that is. That is everything that can be sold to a general store. So basically that caravan is now going, hey, I will pick up everything I can to sell to the general store. Does that mean I can drop the filters? Because he then wouldn't pick up? No, I could potentially drop the filters on that, and then he wouldn't pick up any of the food stuff because he knows obviously I'm just going to a general store. But he could potentially fill up with 32 reinforced planks, which is not what we want. We want an even distribution of stuff. We want an even spread. And you're the same. You're trying to pick up all the food stuff, and you're trying to pick up all the gourmet stuff. So you're going to go there and sell 8 to the gourmet place. And that just keeps 8 people happy. And then you sell to another 8 people. That's fine. And I'm hoping that's enough to keep going. I'm hoping that's not too far of a distance. Now, of course, it would be quicker because he wouldn't have to drive all the way around here if he's over here, because just come, drop off, go back. That wouldn't be a problem. The only reason I put those one-way systems in is so that it doesn't block up if the caravan has to do what it's doing. Like this. So he must go around that way so he doesn't block up someone else. But we seem to be doing okay. Our happiness is building. We're not getting any bread, which makes sense because we don't have any bread being made. So we'll do that. And this is kind of filling up, although that's not filling up. And you stop working. Oh, because I turned the mine off. Of course. Turn the mine back on. There we go. I'm not usually a big fan of selling reinforced planks. It uses a lot of resources to make. They do sell for a decent amount of money, but it's not necessarily the resources, it's the time. And I mentioned about 15 minutes ago that we're getting towards the end of this, so I needed to speed things up and get going. And it's done. It's done. We've done this. So hopefully you can see the proof of concept here. The train is going down here. If I had another train, which I'll do, let's do another train. We'll put him, say, there. And we will go, we'll give him a carriage, a single carriage. And we will go, hey, you are going to be for... oh, we're not selling remedies, are we? I forgot the antidotes. You're going to be for mana brick. There we go. So you're a mana brick train. Which means you are just going to go round and round in circles on here, because that doesn't have mana brick. You will get pushed down here, because... yeah. What I can do is I can copy this pusher and paste it there. Then that filters that. There we go. So he'll just drive round and round in circles, waiting for a mana brick line to appear, and then go, hey, I'm going to go and get mana brick, and I'll be right back with mana brick. But he won't, because there is none. So he's just going to drive around, wasting our fuel forever and ever and ever. Which is fine. Which is fine, because that's only a test. And what we can do is we can actually send him off onto a little side road. There we go. Off you go. Go down there. Boom. Your own little side road, and you can just park there and be happy. We've got another train, so that's awesome. Then we just got to wait for this to come back and fill up things, and it's not getting many veggie stews, because we weren't actually storing many veggie stews, so that's a bit of a problem. So we'll come back and look at the ratios and stuff next time, and look at the happiness and see how we're doing. Veggie stew could be a bit better, wooden fabric could be a bit better. So maybe we need more than what we currently have actually delivering things. Maybe it's the delivery that's the problem, or it could be just the time. The timing could be an issue. We'll see. Maybe if it's over here, it'd be faster. But we'll come back and do that next episode, because right now I need red coins, so I'm going to let this run for a bit and sell loads of shirts, because that's what we need to do. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.